Unhappy man yesterday in the paddock. Things just didn't go his way. He didn't want to talk to the press. He didn't really want to talk to anyone. He said bye-bye to his parents who were here in the paddock and said the only thing I want to do now is go home and come back tomorrow morning fresh and relaxed.
Well, Riccardo Patrese clearly would love to win his Italian Grand-Prix here at Monza. Of course, next year he'll not be driving for the Williams team. He will be in a Benetton Ford. And, alongside Michael Schumacher. We'll find that Schumacher is an equally tough competitor to have as a teammate as current teammate Nigel Mansell is. And really, it's been a disappointing year in total for Riccardo Patrese. Last year, I think it would be fair to say he proved to be the equal of Nigel Mansell, but in 1992, Mansell just upped the gear his performance and really has left Riccardo in the slipstream and in fact falling back into the clutches of the McLarens and the Benettons on more occasions than probably the Williams team think he ought to be.
Nigel Mansell up gear again. 1:25.423 is his fastest lap now. That makes him 1.3 seconds faster than his teammate Riccardo Patrese, who is 0.4 of a second quicker than Ayrton Senna.
And that's about the gap that we've been seeing really throughout the year. Mansell utterly dominant, Patrese in second place, but the gap between Patrese and the rest of the field much.
This would be fifth gear in the absolute dry. Up to sixth. Long straight. No, it's seventh of course. Quick right-hander there, golf, flat out. Down to the hairpin, it's claimed Schumacher twice. Ooh, blocked into it there. Second gear hairpin. Through this chicane, they're reputed to give 3 Gs. That's 3 Gs each way, of course. 3 Gs to the right, 3 Gs to the left. 180 again. You can hear him feathering the throttle there, just trying to get that thing to grip. The front end wants to break away. Up to the gears. Another chicane coming up. This one's got a bit of a dip in it. Ooh, down, stomach hits the floor. Out of this.
That'll send the old pasta to your ankles.
Third gear. Fourth. Fifth. Then back down to second or... Ooh, just give me the old wheel, a bit of a tweak there. Good bird, Second there.
That is the Ferrari of Nicola Larini. No, it's John Alesi, the charging French Sicilian, grappling with the Ferrari, and he said just before this race began, the car is so bad and the engine is so terrible that I don't expect to be able to pass anybody. And Harvey Postlethwaite, the Ferrari team manager, said that in his opinion the Lamborghini V12 engine is better than his own Ferrari. An awful admission for him to have to make.
Yes, and Gerhard Berger catching Mika Hakkinen at the second lap at the moment. Oh, what a struggle it's been this year for Jean Alesi. But he's kept smiling, and to his credit, when the opportunity has arisen, he's been extremely entertaining. Some of the earlier races this year, always trying, always giving it 100%, and very quick every time it's rained.
And Eric Comas has disappeared. In fifth position now, it is Martin Brundle. Up into sixth position has come Andrea De Cesaris in the Tyrrell.
Di Ivan Capelli che attualmente si trova in 21esima posizione, stamattina ha migliorato leggermente, ma è ancora lontano dai tempi del suo compagno di squadra Jean Alesi. Speriamo che Ivan, grandissimo protagonista in Portogallo al Gran Premio dell'anno passato, era davanti alle Ferrari, ricordiamo si ritirò quando era al quarto posto, ce la possa fare. Non ci sono per il momento miglioramenti da parte di altri, c'è anche Riccardo Patrese in pista che ha tagliato il traguardo in questo momento. Ivan Capelli si è lanciato. Guardate adesso i movimenti dello sterzo nella Ferrari di Ivan Capelli rispetto a quelli che avete visto nella Benetton Ford di Brundle. Molto sotto sterzo, guardate quanto deve girare lo sterzo e poi correzione in potenza con il posteriore che è partito verso l'esterno della curva, quindi controsterzata, di nuovo un'altra controsterzata. Queste sono perdite di tempo e l'impossibilità di aprire tutto l'acceleratore quando si esce in potenza. Bisogna essere sì precisi con l'anteriore, però guardate quanto deve sterzare fino all'uscita della curva e poi molto facilmente la macchina gli parte in potenza verso l'esterno con la parte posteriore. La sensazione che debba sterzare molto di più di quanto facesse Brundle con la Benetton.
Semi-automatic gearbox, his hands very high on the steering wheel. Changes gear by flicking the levers that are underneath the rim of the steering wheel. You may just see his hand grip as he goes down through the gears into the right-hander at racetrack hairpin. And the Ferrari is very, very unsteady over the surface of this track at Adelaide. I was watching it this morning and it was pitching and bumping about all over the place. And watch Alesi's head. It's just as though he was riding a motorcycle. He pushes his head right over to the left or the right as he's going round corners. There you are. Now, this is Wakefield turn, second gear, 70 miles an hour. That was East Terrace Bend, now Flinders. The provisional two front rows of the grid, 20 minutes into the session, and it'll probably change. Patrese in pole position, Senna second, Schumacher third, Nigel Mansell in fourth position, but I've got no doubt that he'll go quicker as Alesi goes through Brewery Bend, down the Brabham Straight. That's where all the problems were last year in the race when it was so wet.